Alrighty, guys. My name is JabeTime. Oh yeah, and it's been a long time coming. I've been lacking a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's been like 3 months. I don't know exact dates. It's been a very long time since I did a video slash podcast. I think the reason why is because I wanted my next video to be with a guest, but people are busy and things happen. So today is the day. It's finally gonna happen after a long time. And the guest I have with me today, how about you go ahead and just introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Clayton Bassetti here on the JabeTime podcast. Pleasure to be here. Feels great being the first guest on the show. Wouldn't have it any other way. And I guess we're going to be talking about some decent topics. Hopefully you guys like it.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting. I'd say this is a legendary meet. The first episode is with one of pretty much my bestest friend. So, it's special. It's a special first time thing with everything. There's a first time for everything. I don't know if that's the saying exactly, but that's the gist of it.
Indeed.
So, today, I think today's going to be a little bit of a random sort of thing. Usually when people talk on podcasts, they have topics, of course. And we have one topic that we were thinking of, but I think that from that topic, we'll be able to branch off into other things, because one thing leads to another. You get an idea from one thing, and then it just goes from another one,
Oh, yeah.
It's just a normal part of speaking, and that's what podcasts are about. You just had to make them natural. So the first topic we came up with is the existence or the thought of the existence of extraterrestrial life in, the universe or the galaxy or whatever you want to say.
Yes.
I feel like the universe being as big as it is, because it's humongous. It's so big that you can't, the human mind can't even, think of how big it is. Like, for example, our Earth is just, a tiny little part of this whole solar system of other planets. Probably, there's only been a couple planets in our solar system, but, that doesn't mean there's... Is that how it works? Is there actually other solar systems, or is that just a thought? Yeah. So
other solar systems.
So it being that big, I really don't doubt there being something out there.
True. I also, there has to be. I don't think the Milky Way and Earth is the only anomaly where there could be actually intelligent life. They found water on Mars. Anytime there's water, there's microorganisms in life, so there has to be that somewhere else.
Something as simple as when you think of aliens, you think of the aliens that TV shows you, but we don't know what's out there. The space is as equally undiscovered as the ocean, but the ocean is we know how big the ocean is, but we don't know how big the space is.
Yeah, it's apparently infinite, I guess. So,
yeah,
this never ends.
It really that just brings up another question. If it never ends, then what is there? The thing about us being such a small part of galaxy, solar system, universe stuff. A lot of people like to degrade that fact. Not degrade that fact, but degrade humanity, I guess. Mm-hmm. They degrade humanity because we are such a small part of this whole space system.
Yeah.
But I don't really agree with that. Just because we're in such a small part, we exist in this small part of this entire galaxy. But why does that matter? Because we're living, we're still here, and we're still in this galaxy. So why should we degrade ourselves and make it seem like we're such a small thing, which we are, but in
We're the
reality,
only thing we know.
we really are that. And there might be other places that look at us, and there's just too much for there not to be something out there, I feel like.
For sure. They probably... And it's the fact that when you see another planet or something light years away, that we don't see what's happening right then for them. We see what happened, previously for the light years behind. So what we're seeing then, the whole planet could be destroyed or gone by then. So when aliens or something, if they ever seen or looked at us, then they could be seeing us back in the Stone Age or before humans were even here. So we don't even know.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Just recently, my cousin had informed me about like a star that had like blown up or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. It had like dissolved or not evaporated. It like exploded.
Yeah.
And he had said like, well, this star, like it was apparently on the news, like this star like blew up during the time of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But the light years, like you were saying, it just took so long that we're only just seeing it.
We're so far behind.
It's just there's so much to what the Earth is and how everything works that it's just a lot. Like so many other things go into all of our Earth and solar system.
Yeah, it's when you try to think about it too much, you kind of just can't. Your brain's just like, I don't even know what I'm thinking about. It's too vast.
We're thinking about something that we don't even know about.
Yeah, we can't comprehend it. So it is kind of a weird topic, but I know a lot of people probably maybe due to religion or the Bible or something would think that Earth is the center of the universe and that's the anomaly. But not everything in the Bible's a fact, so I don't really think that would be true. Mm-hmm. There has to be life out there somewhere. There's too much evidence for it not to be.
And then the other part that like you really got to think about too is if it's so big, then maybe the part or the thought of like dimensions comes in.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's where it gets weird.
That's where it gets really weird. Whereas like here we're talking on this podcast, but in another dimension we're like, I don't know, getting a burger.
Yeah, or we don't even know each other or something.
Yeah. Why did I give that example? It was a bad example. Yeah, exactly. No. Maybe in a different dimension we like hate each other.
Yeah.
Or don't even know each other, or we live somewhere else.
Or I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, because everything that you do really just changes like the future, like as it happens. Yeah. You can never stop the future from coming to you, but you change the future yourself by doing something as simple as just like saying hi to someone on the street. Because not only does that change your mindset to like make your mind think of something else,
yeah,
but it makes their mind think of something else. Yeah. You could have been thinking about like, I'm gonna go do this or something, and then you see someone says hi to you, and then you're just like you forget that thought for a second, but then it comes back to you.
Yeah.
That it may not seem that major, but I feel like just something that small may be able to change something. And then isn't that pretty much called like the butterfly effect?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Where the butterfly's wings like flap. They flap, and then like in the future or something, those like flap waves or whatever, they cause earthquakes, or like they cause the earth to crack.
Yeah, something crazy. Just trying to show you that every little thing you do can potentially wind up to be something way bigger.
A lot bigger, And you ever play the Life is Strange games?
No, but I've seen you play some, like a little bit actually, and that game would look pretty cool.
Yeah, that game, for those people who haven't seen it, You're playing as the main character in I forget what it's called. Arcadia in some place. I don't know if it's like a real place. I've heard of some place called Arcadia, but I don't think that's where it's based off of. But you're this girl. Her name is Max. Don't remember her last name. It's my bad.
Don't matter.
But she has like this certain power where she can like go back in time like a couple seconds or minutes, and that game really just goes over the butterfly effect a lot. I don't want to spoil the game too much, but another cool part that I remember there being is like she can go back in time as far as like seeing a picture and then focusing on it and then going back to that part.
So pretty far back.
Like back to when she was like a lot younger. And I remember there's a part where she tries to save someone who died.
Yeah.
And she tries to save him. And then when she goes back to the present, everything's all screwed up. Like her friend is dating someone else. And like everything has changed.
It's all different, yeah.
And that is just so interesting to me. Something that small. Well, okay. Saving someone from death is not small, but something like that can change a lot of things.
One thing can change multiple things, for sure.
It just goes from them not dying to, they get to where they wanted to get to, and then from there, like how I said earlier, when you say hi to someone, when they get there, they say hi to someone or do whatever, and that changes a lot of things.
Yeah, changes their normal routine a little bit.
Exactly, your normal routine is changed.
Might meet some new people that you wouldn't have met if you didn't bump into them at that exact time. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and some would say, I know there's a story that I heard from Game Grumps. Daniel Avidan, he was talking about how his dad met his mom at the train station.
Yes.
And afterwards, they ended up, marrying each other. So, like some would say that's fate. Some would say that's just chance.
Oh, yeah, just that tiny time slot where they had to be there. Like, if he missed it, or they missed it, then that kid wouldn't have even been born.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And then, a lot of things can change from something that's small. Because something in your normal, like you said, your normal routine is changed.
Yeah.
And someone else changes that for you.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but I guess it could happen to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how life goes, I guess. Life is strange.
Yeah, that's pretty good thought, actually. Life is very strange. Life can also be pretty unfair. Life can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Life is just life.
Yeah. You have no idea where it's going, but
you just keep on going.
Yeah, you just have to. That's it.
There's always that time when, like, after you, I'm a little too young to be saying this, but there's that point when you, like, wake up for the first day after your senior year.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, I am now an adult. And you've experienced this, actually.
Yeah, I feel that a lot, too. Yeah. You're just like, whoa. Like, I talk about it with some of my friends or you sometimes, like, wow, just a few years ago, like, we didn't know half the stuff that we know now. And our total routine was totally different. And just mentally, you feel totally different, too, because you have a whole new set of responsibilities. You have a whole new set of things you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that can kind of creep up on you sometimes.
You're like, yeah, especially if you're not ready.
Yeah, you're like, damn, like, now I got all this weight on my shoulder. I gotta get in gear. So, yeah. And
like how you're saying with how, like, things change, like how you usually do, like, everything can change.
Yes.
And that is very, very true. Because that happened to me this year. I don't remember exactly why I started doing podcasts. But I know it was from something that I saw. And then from that happening, I just went on to looking up like how mics work, and then looking up good mics, buying a mic, doing my first podcast. You know, if I hadn't watched that video or gotten the inspiration that day, then this could not be happening right now.
That is interesting. Yep, just gave you the idea. Everyone just needs an idea.
Yeah, everything just starts with an idea.
Yeah. That's
how a lot of things are, actually.
Yeah.
Like, when I also started getting into drawing because one of my friends, he hadn't recommended it to me, but he kind of was like talking about it, and then I kind of got into it, and I tried to draw, and I thought it was pretty good, and I started drawing.
Got a little passion for it.
Yeah, exactly, and from that on, I really realized that if you just have an idea, and like have an idea of what you're doing and how you're gonna do it, then drawing, it's just really cool. You just create. Same thing with another example is like improvisation in music, such as like trumpet.
Yeah.
You know, back in like the 1920s when jazz has started like roaring.
Yes, the roaring 20s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forget we had the same teacher, so we know the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that all started during the 1920s, and you know, improvisation is just knowing your notes and just having an idea of how you're gonna play it and what you're gonna play.
Yeah, then your brain just does the work for you.
You just keeps on going. You just have these ideas, and from that you just create something. Yeah. You know, people are artists in their own way.
True. Art can be a lot of different things.
There's a lot of different forms. There's architecture.
Yeah.
There's podcasts. Yeah. I even saw this one story on Snapchat of a guy who balances rocks for a living.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen some of those people. That's crazy.
Maybe not for a living, but
they put a lot of time into it.
Like years. And like, it's so crazy. He explains it as, at least the guy I watched, he explains it as holding a rock and then just like messing around with it until you feel the balance in it. But when you look at his structures and you see like the top rock, it's like, it looks impossible.
It does.
It doesn't look possible at all. Like, I don't understand. I don't know if it's patience. I don't know what it is, but it just seems so hard.
Glue.
Like,
I'm just kidding.
The funny thing is, in that story, I think they like push it over too, just to be like, no, there's no glue.
Yeah.
It just seems so impossible, and I don't know where that comes from.
I know. That kind of is true, though. If you work hard enough at something, then pretty much nothing's impossible.
I feel like that phrase is kind of like used in such a way where it's like they use that phrase like in shows that like
for sure.
You know, they use that phrase like in something that's like not reality, I guess. Like, you know, like nothing is impossible, but you're like in this otherworldly like show where people have powers. Yeah. So then it would be like
literally is impossible, but with stuff that like we know of that's capable, like any given person, if one person can do it, any person can do it. I mean, maybe unless you have a certain like very different disability, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's.
But basically, yeah, you can do anything anyone can do.
You really can, like, if you really, you know, it's used a lot, but if you really just put your mind to it, you can do pretty much anything. Like, anything is possible. I always think this might be wishful thinking, or it might be like unrealistic thinking.
Yeah.
But I always think that there always is an outcome where like that thing is possible.
Yeah, that's how you have to think, kind of. Confidence is such a giant part of everything, and your mental well-being too. Because if you're confident and you know what you're doing, then you do everything just so smooth. You do it so easily, and a lot of people, it's just crazy. Like, if you don't have the confidence, then you actually can't do it. Just because your brain makes you think that, like, I cannot do this, and then you can't. But if you really do, like, actually think you can do something, and you have the confidence, and you got that swagger about you, then, I mean, you really can do anything. And that's just crazy that the mind actually affects your physical body a lot, too. Because a lot of people say, like, if you're really, really bad mentally, then your physical body will start declining, too. And that's pretty crazy. I think alone that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, in the famous words of Roberto, hard work pays off.
Yes. I mean, I guess he's right. It does pay off.
It really does. Have you ever seen that speech Stan Lee did?
I don't think I've seen a Stan Lee speech, no.
So he's talking about the creation of Spider-Man.
Okay.
And he said that he went up to his boss and he was like, he had this idea of Spider-Man, and like his boss like didn't like it. He was like, no, get that out of here. I don't like it, so you're not gonna publish it or do anything. And he said like he just could not get it out of his head. So one day I think he either snuck it in or just put it in without caring. He just put in like the idea of Spider-Man, and from that everyone loved it.
Yeah. Just because one guy thought it was lame doesn't mean it's lame.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the end, he says like his boss came in and was like, look at all this stuff we got from that idea we both had.
Oh,
like that great idea we both had that I loved.
Piggyback off him.
And and then at the end he's like, don't let some idiot tell you that your idea is wrong, because if you really, really feel like it's a good idea, then do it.
Yeah, it probably is a good idea then.
And it was a good idea.
It was a very good idea. It's arguably the most popular superhero in Marvel. Probably the coolest too. Probably a fan favorite.
Yeah, I think he's pretty cool. I like especially the new game.
Oh yeah, everyone went crazy for that game. But I haven't played it. Sorry, everybody. I did play the Hulk one on 360.
Oh, that's a classic.
So that's an OG one. It's probably not as good, but that's alright.
But exactly, the ideas of ideas is just the start of. It's always the start of something good.
Yeah, and
as long as you're not crazy or something.
Yeah, doing some like scheme.
Yeah,
some terrible scheme.
Even those.
Even that. If you're really that desperate and you got a family to feed, then then do a scheme. That's okay. That's different.
Speaking of life and ideas or whatever, there's this whole pandemic going on, COVID.
Yep. Still.
It's been going on for a long time. I think it started like March last year.
Yeah, it's pretty much been like, I'm pretty sure I think it's been at like almost exactly on the dot, like a year. Something close to that.
Yeah, and it hasn't affected me too much, I'd say, besides, being able to go out and do something without having to wear a mask.
Yeah.
But besides that, I really do feel bad for the older kids in my school who missed out on their graduation.
Oh yeah, me.
Yeah, you're one of them. How was that? Did you mind too much?
Well, it was alright. I know a lot of people were pretty upset that they couldn't go on like a trip or anything either. So like they raised all that money and did all that just for it to not matter. So I hope that money goes to something cool.
I hope it already did go to something cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't really care too much. At the time, it changed my life at home because we were pretty serious about it. So we were going to 100% lock down. And I didn't really like being there, so I went to my mom's. And that in quarantine was totally different than what I've ever been in. Because we didn't have like a lot of money, so we would just wait for the check to come in because you obviously couldn't work. My mom couldn't work. We'd have to wait, and then we'd just go out. Sometimes you couldn't go to Walmart because they had too many people in there at once. Or some stores have that, so you would just have to like pick the right time to go, wear the mask, stay away from people, and just finish your shopping. So yeah, it was pretty weird.
Yeah, those do sound like really big changes, like a whole household change.
Yep. And that is why, mostly because of the quarantine. And I didn't stay with my mom that much, so I was like, yeah, I might as well just ride out quarantine, I'll just ride this whole COVID thing out at her house. But nope. That didn't happen because that lasted over a year now. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we're still in it.
Yep.
But there's like the vaccine now.
Yeah.
And all that. I think it's getting better, but pretty slowly.
Yeah. Some people hate it. Some people like it. Some people say that they had weird side effects. Some people didn't, so.
Oh, the vaccine?
Yeah, so I guess everybody's body's different, and they haven't had much time to test it, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I think vaccines usually are in development for like a year or more until they like actually like release it.
Yeah, they're just trying to get it out there, I guess, so can't fault them, I guess, too much, because everyone hates them. Yeah, but some states open back up, I think, now.
Uh-huh.
I think Arizona, some others, Texas.
Alabama, I think. I might be wrong.
Yeah, it was something like that. Missouri, I think. Some random states, more down south, except Arizona, because they don't give a shit. There's not anything to do in Arizona or anywhere else like that anyway, so.
Yeah, they're like opening like fully, like no masks and everything opens.
Yeah. I think they should open, but I think right now I feel like keeping the masks isn't that bad. But they're just trying to, I guess, get the economy going again and get people's jobs back.
That's true.
So I can't really hate on them for that either. Every state's different, so I guess we'll see when we open back up. Probably not for a while. We'll probably be one of the last states.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's the most populated also, so.
Oh, yeah. Los Angeles is like... I think California, or... I don't know if it was California or the United States, but we had like millions of cases. Like more than like... I think the most.
Yep, we did somehow. Well, I do know how. Because we didn't shut down 100% at the beginning. But... everyone here in this country, I think everybody underestimated it at first for sure.
Oh yeah, it started like in China.
Yeah, and then everyone was kind of making memes or joking about it, like, like
it's not gonna make it here.
Yep, and then boom. Now we all got hit by it, and it changed a lot of lives.
Made a lot of people's lives a lot
Rest in
harder.
Peace to all the people that got killed by that. It's terrible.
Yeah, that is terrible. We're living in a time of... we're living in history.
Yep, that is crazy to think about. They'll be talking about 2020 forever, for years to come. But we all just want to forget about 2020 because that was a terrible year.
It really was. There was a lot of losses of some great people.
And nothing good happened that year because
pretty much actually
COVID stopped everything from being produced, like movies and stuff too. Nothing came out, and I just can't wait to go back to the movies already. That's one of my favorite things to do.
I miss that. I miss not wearing masks.
Yeah, because I hate going shopping wearing it because I don't know. I got allergies, so my nose is plugged rather often, so I breathe out of my mouth a little too much, so it just makes my face hot, makes it hard to breathe. But
yeah, that makes sense actually.
But that ain't no problem.
Since I go to school, I use it like the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I don't have to do
that. So I'm pretty used to it. I also started double masking because not only is it safer, but you can with glasses wearers, your glasses don't fog up as easily.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. That makes sense. It would fog up a lot with one mask, huh?
Yeah, the double layer really helps stop that, and that was really annoying in the beginning. That was more annoying than just like having the mask itself.
And just not being able to see.
Yeah. Especially when it would stay for a while. Like sometimes it would like go away, but then sometimes it would stay there, and then I had to wipe it off. There's a whole other thing I had to do. But yeah, not too much has changed for me. just being at home. You know, we all took this seriously in the beginning.
Yep.
And we still are taking it seriously. So it's been a big change, but I haven't felt the biggest changes that much, very much.
Yeah.
Hasn't been too major.
Didn't change our lives too major. But, you know, if we lived somewhere in a big city, that would probably change what we did a lot. Because you'd probably always be going out and going somewhere. So that sucks for all those people.
And people who, like, lose their jobs.
Yeah. I know, that is weird. I don't know why they take so long and keep debating over the stimulus checks. Just get them out.
I think there's a new one coming out.
Yep, $1,400.
Dang.
Finally. They had to argue about it and cry about it for a while, but they finally got the deal done. It's like $1.9 trillion altogether.
Oh, yeah.
But half that money goes to other stuff, so I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works too much.
Yeah, me either. Each political side has their own agenda, I guess. So
yeah.
They always got to try to stay on top, so I guess I can understand it.
Yeah, it's just how it goes with political things.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it, though. But enough about, all the sad stuff about COVID.
Yeah.
And not being able to do all that cool stuff. How about we go to the topic of all the cool stuff that is out there?
Yeah, the stuff that we can do when it's over.
Or hopefully can do one day. So I feel like one of the places that I've always wanted to go is Japan.
That's a good choice.
I think it's a good choice because of the food and just the culture there.
Yeah, there's a lot to do there.
There really is. There's like vending machines with like super good. I saw this video of Strictly Dumpling.
Yes.
And he went to like a vending machine center where there's like a row of vending machines, right?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. You can get like drinks, but like good drinks. You can get you can click a button on the vending machine, like for like a hamburger, and then it microwaves it.
Oh, and it cooks it for you and just puts it out.
It pops it out.
That's crazy.
There's like a burger. There's a hot dog. There's like chicken nuggets, and it's actually good too. Like if you're in a hurry, quick lunch. I feel like it's a big thing about Japan. They're just like they make things quick.
Yeah, accessible, easy, and they just everything's like I feel like it's just all like they make it pretty simple for you.
They make it as simple as they can make it.
Yeah.
Like their ramen that you like instant noodles here, like instant Maruchan ramen. All it is you put in water in, and then eat it.
Yeah, and you get some little basic seasoning. It's not too good.
Like some neon colored vegetables.
Yes.
But then in Japan or like it's strange. It's just like anywhere else, like foods is just so good. Maybe it's just. I wonder if people in other countries see us and be like, "Wow, that's like really cool." Like just as we see them.
Oh, like our more type of typical food.
Yeah, or if that's not the case. I wonder. That's what I wonder. But
me too.
In I think it was specifically from Japan, or I know it is. I don't know if other places might do it. They probably do. But if you get like instant noodles, there's different kinds, like yakisoba, which is just like noodles and sauce. So you boil the water into the tray, like it's normal, like tray, like it's a tray of noodles and then like the packets.
Yes.
And you boil up the water, and then there's a part of the bowl where you can poke holes, and that lets you like drain it.
Oh, that is cool.
They make everything so easy for you.
Yeah, and it's usually better.
It always is better. It's like really good.
Because, like I told you before, friend Andrew, the goat, gives me because he orders from Japanese sites, and they get the ramen and the noodles, and it's just so much better. It comes with more noodles, more seasoning, real vegetables, mushrooms, anything, and it's just
Oh, that sounds good.
It's just way better.
You know, and then in Japan they just have like something as simple as like a 7-Eleven is so much more innovative.
Yes.
Than our 7-Elevens.
It's like futuristic.
It seems futuristic, which is strange.
Yeah. I think people over there care about their stuff a little more than us. Because I feel like if there was some super futuristic 7-Eleven, I think some people would just ruin it. They would just, I feel like they would just destroy that or just try to steal all the time or something.
I never thought about that. Yeah. Something I said, like when you go to 7-Eleven, what do you think of getting?
Here, the only good things you get is sometimes they have a decent deal on some energy drinks or just a little Danish. And that's like pretty much it. I mean,
they got some microwavable foods that you can microwave there.
Some very overpriced ice cream or something. And that's it.
The thing is, with the same amount of money that you probably spend at 7-Eleven, if you go to like a 7-Eleven in Japan, then you can get like almost restaurant quality foods, and ramens and all this stuff. You know, I've seen a variety of ramens, a variety of like cooked fish buns, right just there that you can grab.
That's delicious compared to anything that we can get here. Nothing is... The only thing that they have made here is, like, maybe, like, a little pork patty. But the buns aren't good, and it's probably, like, $2 or $3, so it's not even a good deal.
It's just really crazy how... And then you have not only in the innovation of, like, just simple, like, stores like that.
Yeah.
But there's also these restaurants where, like, you catch your own fish.
Really?
And
they cook it for you?
Yeah.
That is actually really cool.
It's just... Going to Japan is just a dream of mine. Sometimes I think about it and I think of how cool it would be. And, like, I'm just thinking, like, wow.
That would just change your whole life.
It really would.
All that, yeah.
It's just... having all these new options, you can just walk down the street and get some good ramen, get some good food.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
And they love the food, so there's always good food places everywhere. And it's all authentic.
And there's also like restaurants where, I mean, they have it here too.
Yeah.
But they have restaurants where like they cook in front of you.
I had that. The Korean barbecue in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
You put the meat on the burner and cook it yourself however you want it. That was really cool.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
That was the best meat I've ever had in my whole life. Ook Korean barbecue.
How many stars?
I don't know. It was really expensive, and it was in like Koreatown, so it was probably a lot. It was probably really good rated.
You know, and there's other places where like it's like almost like sacred, where you have to like kneel down on these little pads and like they serve you, and like it just feels like a Japanese dinner. Yeah. Because you see in like Japanese shows.
Traditional.
Yeah, traditional Japanese dinners where they like get down on their knees on this pad and just eat at the table.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
It just makes you feel traditional, very traditional.
It's a good thing to be around.
And not to mention the entertainment that's there. You know, you got some legendary video game companies that originated.
Yes. Nintendo Land and all that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They're about to make.
That is so cool. And then just everywhere they have just so many cool things. Japan is just so innovative.
Yeah, it is.
Such a nice looking place. I don't think it's that big either.
Yeah, I got no clue. I haven't really seen how big Japan is, but I know it's not one of like the hugest countries.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like
because sadly they get a lot of those hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
That's one reason why I would not live somewhere right near a fault line or somewhere where it's right by the ocean. That'd be scary.
Yeah, it is scary. Like Hawaii too.
All their volcanoes too.
Hawaii too though has some good food. Hawaii is like a place of like a lot of meaty things.
Yeah.
A lot of meat. At least for what I've seen.
Some kebabs.
Of like trips there. Oh yeah.
If I were to go somewhere, I don't know. Just because I got some Italian in me, I'd probably just go to Italy.
Ooh.
I just want to see the Colosseum.
Oh yeah.
It's just insane that was the norm back then. That to have a good, nice evening, a fun evening with you and your loved one or your family, you would go to the Colosseum and watch two people just murder each other, or watch people fight a tiger or something. Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy part of history.
Yeah, it's a form of entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything weird, but that'd be a little cool to watch. But I don't know, and I just love food, obviously. So I would have to get where the pizza originated, that authentic thin crust brick oven homemade pizza. That just sounds so good. And Italy's just a great place. I mean, that's where all the best cars are from, all the sport ones. I'd want to go somewhere where they got some type of dealership. That'd be crazy. Some Lamborghinis, some Ferraris. That'd change my life.
Yeah, I feel like if you go anywhere out of the state, out of the country, then it could really change a lot.
Yeah, I definitely have to go to at least a few countries before I kick the bucket.
Yeah, we just gotta hope. You know, hope that this pandemic ends soonish. You know, I don't know how long it's gonna last for.
Yeah, me either. It seems like it's... Sorry to cut you off, but it seems like it's dying down a little bit. But you never know. It could reemerge and...
Yeah, mutate.
It could break out, or that. Yeah.
I think it already did mutate.
It might have a little, because, viruses do that. But I don't know. It's probably just created in a lab anyway, so...
Right.
I think it was. There's just, I don't know, I've read some things. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, that's just your
little opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? After this pandemic's over, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be weird, you know, because we're in the norm now. Yeah,
you're right. It is normal to be pretty much just doing nothing.
Yeah, having a mask, having to go. I mean, for some people, I've heard that it doesn't even change at all. Like, some people don't even care.
Yeah.
And they just do whatever.
Or they just have a job where they just still have to go out and do normal stuff every day all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I hope it ends soon. I'm trying to go to the movies, man. I'm trying to go to a 49er game and watch it. Because Santa Clara County, a lot of teams allowed a little bit of fans, but they can't even have any fans in California at all. So I hope that changes this year. I'm praying.
I hope so.
I'm trying to see a game. But probably not. Probably not.
If some point in my life I get to go to like anywhere, I mean, I'm hoping Japan, but if it's anywhere, then that would be really cool. You know, studying abroad.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a class by itself or if you get to take like certain things. I don't know how that stuff works, but studying abroad, it just sounds really cool. You just go somewhere else for a little while and study there.
Yeah, that does sound really cool.
You know, it's for school, it's for your career job.
Yep. Like my cousin, a lot of people know him, Mr. News.
Mm-hmm.
How he went over to Korea and, like we said, like the coincidence thing where one thing can change your life. I mean, he went over there. He found his new career.
Oh.
He taught kids over there. He met his wife over there, and they both came here. Now they're married. That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yep. It all started just because he had the idea. Make the trip over to Korea, study abroad, get that teaching license and all that.
Dang.
That's cool.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That is so interesting.
Yeah,
wow,
but all ties in together.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was about to say.
Yep.
I just hope that I get to travel somewhere at least one point.
Oh, you will.
I hope.
Just, it's gonna cost a lot.
Oh yeah, I think like an 8-day trip to like somewhere like Japan is like 1,000 or 3,000. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it's a lot of money, in the thousands.
Plus all the money you have to spend while you're trying to eat.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And who knows? Maybe you'll want to rent a car. I don't know. Can you even do that if you're not licensed there? Probably not.
I have no idea.
I don't know how that stuff works. That's interesting too. Might have to look into that. Because if I go somewhere else, I don't want to walk everywhere.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think in Japan though, they have like bullet trains.
Oh, you're right. Everywhere. A lot of other countries are more advanced like that. Yep.
Yeah, it's strange how some places are so much more advanced. I wonder why. I wonder how.
They probably just actually care.
I might just not know about some of the places here in the United States that have like innovation and stuff.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, other countries, or at least Japan, has a lot of cool stuff.
Yes.
Very cool stuff.
They got some kind of stuff like that. Like in Santa Clara, you can take the little, like, automated trolley thing. Where it's like, you know, the train in just in the middle of the street. It has its own lane.
Oh, yeah?
It's like a little train. That's kind of cool. So, I guess we're getting more advanced like that.
Yeah, there's always going to be changes.
Yeah.
But, for now, you know, I think for now I can just think about it and, you know, watch videos about it and
do the research.
Let's see how it is there. It's exciting to think about.
It's exciting to think about going out and doing something that you would never, when you're a kid or something, imagine going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would never see myself going to Japan or Italy, but I would definitely want to go somewhere like that for a little while.
I feel like there's a couple teachers who have been in Japan.
Yeah.
So like.
Exactly. And I feel like it just makes you feel good too. It's good for your mind, just to go and get out.
Mm-hmm.
Go meet some new people, experience a whole new thing. I think that's just great for you in general.
I've always wondered how it would feel like to like be there for a week and then like get the feeling of having to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I don't want to go back yet.
I know. That is crazy. Some people probably would be dying to go back because they get homesick, but I don't think that would be me. As long as I had someone with me, I wouldn't go alone over there.
Oh yeah, that'd be scary. Just having I think there's a lot of places where they help you out if you don't know their language, but there's also some places that don't, so it would be hard.
A lot of tourist trap places though, like where all the tourists go, a lot of people scheme because they know you're a lot of dumb tourists. And they try to like in very, very tight crowded areas, they like steal your stuff because they're good at it. They know how to do it. Because my teacher, Mr. Peters, he said that when he went, he had his like wallet or something in his back pocket, or he had like something, and when he went through a crowd of people, then he checked for all the stuff and just all of it was gone. And they're just like sleight of hand. They're just like, some people are just that good. Like, they wait for the opportunity for you to get there, so you got to be really careful of that too when you go somewhere else.
Do you know how much he lost?
I don't know. I think he just lost his whole wallet, which is a lot of stuff.
It must have been. I wonder if he had like very important stuff in there, like a credit card. Would they even let you like cancel your credit card over there? Like, is there other banks there?
I have no idea. I think it was something he got stolen, but that's still crazy either way.
Yeah, it's a big.
You don't even know what happened, and then you're like,
That suck. I'd hate going traveling and then, you know, having fun.
Yep.
And then just go to my pocket, grab my phone, and it's just gone.
Yep. And then you're like, damn, now what do I do? Gotta buy one here or something.
Yeah, there's always like some some parts of like other countries that are like a little scary.
True.
You know, like like gangs. I don't know. I don't know exactly how everything works there, but gangs and all that. It's different, but it's a very good country. It's a very nice country, and I'd love to travel there.
It just feels like a very welcoming country. I feel like that's what I get out of it, kind of.
One day, maybe one day.
Oh yeah, we'll be going there one day, and then we'll have to make the podcast in Japan. Save the date. Mark your calendar. It's happening.
Podcast Japan edition.
Yep, that's what it's gonna be like.
I'd have to take my cousin too. He wouldn't like it if I didn't take him.
Cesar?
Yep.
You gotta take Cesar. You have to. He needs to be on the podcast too.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one day or soon we'll have all three of us.
That'd be pretty fun. I could see that. Get some other people on here.
It's always the future of JabeTime hopefully will look bright because I think after doing this episode I'll feel a little bit better about like doing more episodes, and maybe I'll try to get some more people.
Yeah. And you can't really feel too bad about not always being on top of everything, because at the end of the day we still are in some kind of crummy spot, just in a pandemic. I mean, it kind of changes a lot of people's lives and how they think. Like, it makes it, we're kind of used to not being really doing anything for many, many months. We just had to sit at home and do nothing. So, can't really fault for misstepping.
Yeah.
Just how it was.
Yeah, we're humans.
Yep.
We're meant to get back up.
Yep. That's true.
Just dust yourself off and, get back up.
That's all you gotta do.
After a fall, just get right back up. I'd say I had a pretty good time today.
Me too.
Today was a lot of different topics, but a lot of...
Yep, pretty random, but, there's nothing wrong with random. Makes it a little more fun.
Yeah, exactly. Just random subjects and just fun subjects to think about.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon, we can get some more people.
Yeah, for sure.
Have a lot of fun. Because this was fun. This was a good time. I enjoyed myself.
I did too. It was a little better than I expected. I was a little nervous, but there's nothing nervous to be about. It's just a microphone.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like we're live.
Nope. And if we were, then that'd be all right too.
It would. It really would.
Yeah.
But besides that, I want to thank you all for watching.
Yes.
Wow, this episode today is a lot longer than they usually are. It's a lot easier talking with another person.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself, I don't think, but...
I had to do it in my closet just by myself.
Yeah. Hats off to you for being able to do that.
Thank you. That is very nice of you. Very thoughtful.
Oh, yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast.
Better have.
Yeah, you better have. And hope everyone has a good rest of their nights, days, mornings, evenings. Evenings and nights are the same thing. Just have a good rest of whatever you are.
Just enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life. Enjoy everyone. Everyone just enjoy your life and have a good time.
Yes. For us.
You want to say anything else?
Nope. It was just... Well, I said nope, but then I'm going to say something. But it was just a pleasure to be on here. Yeah. Can't wait to do it again. It was pretty fun. And hope whoever listened to this enjoyed it. And we'll give it a listen next time.
Yep. Pleasure to have you here, too.
Yes, all right. Sir.
My name is JabeTime. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I will see you guys in the next episode.